I love how it's facing you directly. So last week, or last month, I went and saw that movie Be Kind Rewind with a few friends of mine, and one of them was being a gaylord and said that he wasn't coming, but then at the last minute he did come. We were talking about what a man whore he was as we were buying the tickets, and my friend, let's call her Emily, she said, I don't think a guy can be considered a whore. And I said, oh, you could say that, but you'd be wrong. The movie ticket taker agreed with me and told me that it is true that guys can be whores.
Who was the ticket taker?
I don't know what his name is. He was just some random guy with ginger hair.
Was he hot?
He was kind of hot. I like gingers, I'm not gonna lie. Freckles are a hot thing. Anyways, we get into the movie, and all of a sudden, the teenagers start pouring in. And I'm not talking about teenagers like, us teenagers. I'm talking about the preteens that have never been to a movie without their parents before, and it's like their first time out of the house on their own, and they're all excited, and they've got their own money for the first time, and they got it by washing dishes or some shit, because they're all spoiled rich kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, they all start coming into the theater, and there's a good deal of them. I'd say about like 100, because at this point, the movie had just come out. It was the day that it came out. And the movie starts, and even more teenagers are coming in, and suddenly it's like they're multiplying in the back aisles, because they're coming down and they're leaving and they're coming in, and it's like, would you just sit in your seats? It'd be pretty nice if you sat in your seats. And they wouldn't shut up, and they kept doing Dave Chappelle impersonations, which, let's all be honest, that was over about 10 years ago, and it's like, why would you do that anymore these days? Anyways, they're all doing Dave Chappelle's, impersonations while the movie's going on. Nobody understands what the plot is because they won't shut up. And all of a sudden I hear my friend, who I totally didn't know was at this movie. She was like 10 rows behind me, but she has such a distinctive voice that me and Emily turned to each other the second that she spoke, and we were like, oh, she's here. And all of a sudden you could hear her loud and clear through a sudden silence. She went, if you don't shut up, I'm calling all of your mothers when I get home.